Well, Dick, here we are at the end of what's been a momentous season for the Bandits and for yourself and Terry, of course. So how have you enjoyed it generally? It's obviously been hectic for you.
It's been as hard professionally, it's been as hard as 1988 was. That was my first year as a promoter up at Glasgow, in which a lot was achieved. The last 2 years at Berwick in 89 and 90, we did achieve a lot. There was a gradual upswing in public awareness, in attendances, and in quality of the club. We began to win major trophies again, and of course this year Terry just blew everything wide open with his momentous December the 5th decision to say yes, and I think he's been proven right. We had an excellent start. On the professional side, we were given budgets, and we've achieved these budgets in terms of crowd figures. The team that was attracted has certainly done us proud. The injury worries that we've had are obvious now, we know about them. The loss of David Blackburn was replaced after a hiatus by the arrival of Michael Blixt, which clearly gave us a team that could still at that point have won the British League, I'm sure. Michael lasted 3 matches and departed in a cloud of dust, glory and bits of Kelvin Tatum. And since then, I think we, having won the Gold Cup, we must realistically at that point have realised it was a season of consolidation. We chose not to attract or recruit anybody else. We chose deliberately to go with Kevin Little, Michael Lowry, David Nagle, and indeed Fraser Smith on occasions. We believe there is no point in having a junior team and then not using them when the occasion arises to move up to senior level. I do feel that it's important that the youngsters have a chance, and had a chance this year, to prove themselves to the public, to Chris Morton. Brian Little's remit with the junior team was never to win matches, it was to produce riders for Chris Morton to win matches for in the senior team. Hopefully that's been achieved. We've been able to look at the riders who came through the junior team and make our decisions. I think the loss of David Walsh, obviously again at Oxford in late September, was the crushing blow to any hopes we had. It just meant that we had more juniors in the team than seniors at one point, but then again there was the upside. It meant that Rob Grant came back when Scott Robson got hurt, and that certainly helped us a lot in terms of just general enjoyment of our meetings home and away. Anybody who was at Reading and watched Granty scoring 5 paid 6 from his first 5 rides and winning a bonus point for us in the process will know that the man is back. I spoke to 2 people, one of whom had driven all the way from Bristol to Reading that night, and it wasn't to see Kelvin Tatum and Jimmy Nielsen and Jan Anderson, it was to see Rob Grant, which says something about Berwick and the way we're looked upon as perhaps a charismatic club. As regards the rest of the season, there's a Gold Cup someplace around this building that is testimony that in the record books Berwick won the Gold Cup. We beat the very best in Britain. We had 2 riders in the world final. We have achieved our budgets that were given in terms of attendance, and we will be moving onward and upward, and hopefully the occasions such as this will allow us to recruit greater sponsorship, greater stability financially through sponsorship, and move forward. There will be no question in my mind that Berwick will remain in the higher echelons of British Speedway for some time.
That was marvellous, wasn't it? You didn't need me there at all, Dick. Anyways, at the end of the season you normally decharge your batteries. Have you got plans to go away and holiday again?
Yes, as soon as we possibly, well, no holiday unfortunately, it's still work, but thankfully the BSPA have chosen to have their winter conference in Orlando in Florida this year. That means that we will be required to go there and make some decisions that could well have far-reaching influence on what happens at Berwick and elsewhere at other times, but I will be staying on for a week in Orlando after the conference has ended, just to have a wee chance of recharging batteries. As for the rest of it, I'm afraid the recharging of batteries had to be done when we were working our way around the tracks in southern England, because quite simply this year there's been so many away meetings that had to be attended, then we had to give up quite a lot of days. I actually thought the travelling would be easier in the British League because there were so many weekend matches. Not true, far harder, but nonetheless enjoyable. And I would have to say again that the fact that it's been such hard work hasn't stopped it being enjoyable. And of course for those of us on the organisational side, you know, the hard work's really just beginning, because the winter's the time that we don't get to relax at Speedway meetings. We just have to work all the time.
Thank you very much, Dick. We'll hope to see you again very soon.
I'll try and look in from time to time.